Raiders, we a nation of raiders. It's a nation of raiders. We a nation of raiders. It's a nation of raiders. We a nation of raiders. It's a nation.
What's going on, Bay Area? It's Andrea Medina. I might be a familiar face. We're here at our 19th season of InBounds, and today we have a Bay Area local, starting cornerback for the Oakland Raiders, Mr. TJ Carrie. How are you, sir?
Great. Thanks for having me.
It's always good to have you here.
I'm excited. I'm excited to talk and share my experiences, definitely.
Okay, well, for anyone who does not know, he is a local person. He is from the 925, Antioch, California, right?
Yes, definitely. Bay Area, Antioch, California, baby.
All right, well, it must have been a lifelong dream to play for the Oakland Raiders.
Definitely. Born and raised and always watching the Raider Nation, and so being able to be a part of this is definitely a blessing in disguise. And you take advantage of the many opportunities that the good man blesses you with, and fortunately I've been blessed enough to be able to play here in the hometown, which is very exciting.
All right. Well, he is a state champion at De La Salle over there in Concord. Shout out to De La Salle. Did you catch the movie by any chance?
Yes, the movie was great. I thought the movie was awesome. It gave some snippets of what our lifestyle was within De La Salle, and so it's good for the community to kind of see what that legend of school is brought about and how they work day in and day out. So very excited that they came out with the movie, and look forward for everyone else to continue to see it as well.
If you guys have not checked out that movie, it was really good. Make sure you check it out, the De La Salle movie. And in addition to playing football, I noticed you got your letterman in track, correct?
Yes.
And also an honor roll student?
Yes.
How did you manage student-athlete life?
It's very difficult. I think the biggest management tool that you have to do is time management, because with practices and games, and sometimes you have games during the season, and so you're in classes, you might miss a test or things like that. And I think the biggest thing in the college atmosphere is definitely talking to your professors, and even in high school, making sure that you're communicating with your teachers and letting them know that can we work something out? And teachers are always open to kids who want to work and try to benefit their educational career.
I'm sure just being in Antioch and in Concord and just kind of being in the Bay Area, there's a lot of distractions. How did you avoid that and stick to the books and get into college?
Well, definitely you want to try and have fun, because you definitely want to live life, and you want to understand that you work hard within school, in sports, or whatever you want to do and pursue in life, to ultimately give yourself and allow yourself to experience the nature and the beautiful of life. So mostly get your work done first. Try and wake up early. I think that's a big niche that I like doing, is waking up early, getting my business done first, so that when I come home I can relax, I can have a little fun, and then it's back to the grind the next day.
All right, so definitely wake up early. Coming from TJ Carrie right here. All right, so you're an Ohio Bobcat.
Yes.
Go Bobcats.
Go Bobcats.
So that must be a very important decision in your life. How do you make a decision like that, and especially being all the way across the country?
Definitely. I think that's a big question that a lot of these high schoolers are going to have to determine, is how far do they want to necessarily be away from home, because it does affect you as far as mentally, going away from home and not being able to be around your family for Christmases, Thanksgivings, and all type of festivities that you're normally around. That's a mental thing that you have to set yourself up with, but it also teaches you maturity. It also teaches you to be disciplined and dedicated to what you do, because you're being more responsible with putting yourself out there. And so take advantage of those things of just being more responsible within yourself and trying to handle things right now when you're in high school, so that when you do make that leap to college, it's something that you can adjust to.
Well, it obviously worked out for him. You were a rookie last year. You obviously got drafted. A very exciting time for you. How did you prepare yourself mentally to stay in the books and still even prepare for the combine, and then you got drafted?
Man. Then that's a surreal moment, because you're pursuing a dream that you've worked so hard for, but in the same stance, this dream only lasts for so long, so you're always going to need something to fall back on. So education was a big part of my aspect of making sure that we handle the books. I was fortunate enough to get my master's degree in Ohio, and so it was something that you got to take for, you really got to take seriousness, because we can only play this sport for so long, and we're gonna live a lifelong journey, and so football is only a snippet of what we're gonna do. So definitely making sure that you're taking advantage of the many opportunities with having a scholarship, or going to college and playing any other sports. Education is always key.
Education is always key. And as I was reading an article about you, you were quoted saying, "Pressure is good pressure."
Definitely. I think pressure, in some instances, pressure breeds, makes diamonds, and so the more pressure that you put yourself under, the more you determine deep down inside in yourself that how can I combat this pressure to be greater each and every day. And so that's something that I like being put under, is pressure, because I like the pressure. I like to be under that situation. I like to be under the eye where I can work day in and day out to overcome that pressure. And I think, if you're in a situation where you have pressure, it shouldn't make you fearful, and it shouldn't make you scared in this sense. I think it should make you want to do more.
All right. Well, it's your second season with the Raiders.
Definitely.
Last year as a rookie, you started in special teams, and now you're one of the top cornerbacks right now. So if you have a really hard defender, kind of just give them some tips, like how do you prepare yourself mentally? If you're defending one of the top receivers, what advice can you give some people out there?
Film study. Film study, I tell you, it's something that I didn't learn until I got into this league last year, and having great veteran leadership with the guys that we have now. Film study is pretty much where you're going to learn everything about a receiver. His splits, where he lines up, favorite routes that he likes to do, the connection that the quarterbacks have, down and distance, all of these things that you can pick up within the film study, because this game is more mental than physical, and it's something that I was fortunate enough to realize last year coming into this season and last season. So film study is the biggest thing, making sure that you're definitely dialed in on understanding what this receiver likes to do.
Well, I don't want to take up too much of your time, but before I leave, maybe you can leave, the Bay Area youth. You're from the Bay. Maybe you can just kind of personally give them some tips from TJ Carrie to the youth out there in Oakland who's watching you.
Definitely. No matter the circumstance, no matter the situation that you're in, you can change it. And the way that you change it is having a positive mindset and making sure that you're dedicating yourself to your craft and whatever it may be in your life to be successful. Don't ever take anything for granted. Wake up each and every day and work hard, and you'll one day meet your dreams.
Beautifully said. We have the starting cornerback for the Oakland Raiders, Bay Area native, Mr. TJ Carrie. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm Andrea Medina for a 19th season of InBounds. See you guys next time.